Well, it's James Johnson, aka Sulfur Blade, and I'm here with a nice, short, sweet, simple little video, basically about our favorite CNN personality, Don Lemon. Anyway, let's just jump in to him and Terry Crews in this clip.
In controversy for lecturing actor Terry Crews over Black Lives Matter.
Black people need to hold other black people accountable. I said this the same thing. This is the Black America's version of the Me Too movement.
The Black Lives Matter movement was started because it was talking about police brutality. If you want an all Black Lives Matter movement that talks about gun violence in communities, including, black communities, then start that movement with that name. But that's not what Black Lives Matter is about.
Okay, so we have Terry Crews speaking sense, making a very astute point. And then we have Don Lemon speaking the company line, reading his cue cards. And you have to wonder if he believes the garbage he's spouting. Or is he just well paid, so he'll happily say whatever makes him the paycheck, which I truly believe. I think that's the case. I think Don Lemon is just well paid, and he's willing to say whatever because he makes a lot of money. Because, let's look at this next clip, shall we? So, for whatever reason, you can't find this clip on YouTube. So, by me putting this on YouTube, who knows what'll happen. Oh, a Trump ad.
Now, if you're running a channel like CNN, you want dumb people on TV because they're compliant. They'll say what they're told. They'll tell the audience what the moment demands. They will never stray from the script, and that's exactly what Mr. Lemon is doing. But just 7 years ago, it was a different country, and people were kind of allowed to say what they thought was true. And so at the time, here's what Don Lemon was saying about black communities. Watch this.
More than 72% of children in the African American community are born out of wedlock. That means absent fathers. And the studies show that lack of a male role model is an express train right to prison. And the cycle continues. So please, black folks, as I said, if this doesn't apply to you, I'm not talking to you. Pay attention to and think about what has been presented in recent history as acceptable behavior. Pay close attention to the hip-hop and rap culture that many of you embrace, a culture that glorifies everything I just mentioned, thug and reprehensible behavior, a culture that is making a lot of people rich, just not you. It's not going to.
Wow. Can you imagine what would happen if Don Lemon or his bodybuilding buddy over there, or any of these hair hats, said something like that on CNN Tonight or MSNBC? That would be their last live broadcast ever. They'd be fired immediately. You can't express views like that, and so they don't.
Yeah. What happened? What has happened to our country? Don Lemon made an actually very astute point. In that video, he wasn't, one of the Dumber twins. He actually made a very sound, astute observation that made sense. And how was that comment so racially provocative that you can't find this clip on YouTube? This YouTube, for some reason, is like banned from every social media platform. Is it because Don Lemon is being shown in a conservative light, or in a sane light? Or is it because the words he said were just so evil? because I heard nothing bad about the words he said. He made a very astute point. Anyway, that's the world we live in. It's really a kind of a far cry from the amazing things that CNN says today. And before I end this video, I also want to say, what the heck is up with Oklahoma? So, I just want to show you something here. We're on YouTube, right? Yeah, here we go. Oklahoma news. So we have this VOA thing here. We have this Oklahoman. Something about the coronavirus that has nothing to do with the Oklahoma Supreme Court ruling. Another ABC thing that has nothing to do with the Oklahoma Supreme Court ruling, and another thing that has nothing to do with it. Another thing about the coronavirus. Trump gathering, coronavirus surge, coronavirus, Trump holds. Yeah, so Oklahoma news, we have these two relatively small media, well, if this is even a media outlet, this is just a YouTuber, right? Oklahoman. Yeah, 30,000. And VOA News is a smallish media outlet. I mean, it's got 1,000 or 1 million subs, so it's not horribly small, but that's really the only. I mean, here, look. Let's look at Fox News. Nothing here. Nothing on Fox about this Oklahoma Supreme Court ruling to give half of Oklahoma to the reservation. Not a peep. Nothing. How about CNN? Eric Burnett, watch headlines, Trump goes, Jewish NFL player, Dr. Gupta, Biden unveils. Oh, that ought to be great. Melania Trump statue removed after being sent. What? Oh, Jesus Christ. Supreme, why Trump loves to sue people, Anderson, NFL star. I mean, look, nothing here on CNN. Wait. No, that's Trump's taxes, which Trump's taxes was like back-to-back court cases in the Supreme Court. They were both figured out on the same day. However, for whatever reason, giving half a state to a reservation in the United States isn't newsworthy. I don't understand. That doesn't compute. But that's the world we live in, right? All this other stuff is quote unquote newsworthy, the making up of lies about Trump, or the defending of Trump's honor, depending on which news source you're watching, Fox or CNN. Of course, there's CBS and other news sources. I'm aware of that, but these are the big two. If you're not, I suppose I could look. Does CBS have? Yeah, nothing here. Anyway, what's wrong with our country? I don't know why you keep asking that. It's like I'm surprised every day that our country is fucking jumped off the deep end and has completely lost its marbles. Our country needs a psychiatrist. Our country needs a serious attitude adjustment? Maybe a good ass beating? I mean, the country needs to be sent to its room without dinner to have to write a 500-word essay about how I'm gonna stop being stupid in 2020. I mean, seriously, yeah. Anyway, so that was a quick look at Don Lemon before, Don Lemon now, and the fact that half a state being succeeded to an Indian reservation isn't newsworthy. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Sulfur Blade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. And until the next time, all, peace.